So take it seriously. I know that we are.
Citing the events of Hurricane Irene, which brought widespread flooding and power outages last year, Governor Cuomo deployed 1,100 National Guard troops for emergency response. Public transportation coming to a stop Sunday night. Airports, bridges, tunnels on alert now, but not closed at this time. Governor Cuomo, what makes this the unprecedented monster that everybody's talking about? Why is it so different from Irene in your approach?
Well, we don't know what it is yet, right? So this is in anticipation. But when you look at some of the forecasts, they're suggesting a combination of events and a combination of weather patterns, which they liken to the perfect storm. Record-breaking storm surge.
The ominous storm path behind him. Nassau County Executive Ed Mangano updates personnel here in the Emergency Operations Control Center. Both counties preparing for the worst with mandatory evacuation orders in low-lying coastal areas.
Do it now. The roads are clear, the stores are open, the traffic's moving. Now is the time to get comfortable in your friends or your family's home.
Shelters are open in both counties. They include one at the athletic complex at Mitchell Field for those with pets and at Nassau Community College for those with special needs. In Suffolk County, evacuations were well underway earlier Sunday.
Following the complete evacuation of Fire Island, life will be de-energizing because the concern is without emergency personnel on Fire Island is for fires and not having the ability to respond.
We'll see what Mother Nature has in store for us, and then whatever she has in store for us, we'll deal with it on the back end.
As for government closures, we're learning that a lot of government offices will be closed tomorrow, although there will be limited hours for social services and mental health services in Nassau County. Check out the website. For more information on the shelters, head to news12.com. Click on the numbers and links.
All right, we continue to cover the latest.
This is some of what we're experiencing here. We have been told to evacuate, but we're not leaving.
Get out. News 12 Long Island's Antoinette.
No place to go, no way out.
Once again from Holbrook with more on that. Antoinette?
Well, like I had mentioned before, the evacuation orders went out for people living in mobile home parks like this one in Holbrook, but many people saying that they're not going anywhere. Of course, they have a lot to be concerned about because these mobile homes could easily have sustained a lot of damage from the high winds because they're not on any foundations. And of course those warnings come, and also right here standing in front of me is the Town of Islip Supervisor Tom Croce. Tell us what you want people to know out there.
Well, we take this storm very seriously. Our residents should as well. Remember, this isn't Hurricane Gloria or Hurricane Irene. This is Hurricane Sandy. It's an entirely different storm. We need to heed the warning. We did issue a mandatory evacuation order, not only for mobile homes and parks like this, and we have about 900 of them in the town of Islip, 900 actual homes, but we also have mandatory evacuation orders for south of Montauk Highway and some of the low-lying areas. We really implore our residents to take this seriously. This is a time to go visit friends and family on higher ground and wait out the storm there. This is a time where your town, we have an emergency operations center that you can call to find out where your centers are. You can check out our website at townofislip.gov and we'll provide you those resources so you can find a safe place to ride out the storm.
Now, I know some of your constituents probably have been telling your office that they're not going anywhere. Like we had talked to people here in mobile home parks. What did they tell them?
Sure, we're still at the point now where we can prevent loss of life, injury, loss of property. So everyone should take advantage of this opportunity. The winds are kicking up. We're already experiencing tropical storm force winds. So this is the opportunity to seek higher ground now before the wind and the rain start, and that will occur overnight. This is the time to get out and to seek higher ground while we wait this out.
And there are places for people to go. There are shelters.
Absolutely. Suffolk County on their website has an entire list of the shelters. One of them is Brentwood High School in Brentwood in the town of Islip. The other is right here in Holbrook over at Seneca Middle School. So there are shelters available.
None of which we can get to. Can't get to Brentwood or Holbrook.
And you don't want to be in a
They closed all the transportation down. How are we supposed to get anywhere?
Experience high winds. In addition to a lot of flooding. So this is something to be taken very seriously.
Okay, a lot of good advice out there. Thank you very much, Tom, for joining us.
Thank you.
And of course, if you want a complete listing of those shelters, you could always go to our website at news12.com. In Holbrook, Antoinette Biordi, News 12, Long Island.
Antoinette.
you very much. Let's get an update on the weather and where the hurricane is.
Yep, tracking the storm from the Weather Center right now. Let's head to the map.
Thanks, Drew and Judy. What we have going on, showers are becoming more frequent. They have been going across Long Island during the course of today, but they are moving, as you can see, from the south generally to the north. Most of them are staying off to the west. What you can't see with this, however, are the winds are increasing, and so are the tides and the waters going up, because what's happening is the winds are coming from the northeast down to the southwest in Long Island Sound, and almost from the from the east to the west along the south shore. And what that's doing in the Sound is funneling water into places, and so the areas we're watching especially close are northeastern facing places like Asheroken and Bayville and Kings Point, because as it pushes in here, the funneling effect of the water with high tides, we're talking about tidal surges in the next probably 3 cycles, maybe 5 to 10 feet above normal. And along the south shore, as the storm gets closer, it's going to be pushing the water in, and these are the times of high tides on Monday morning. Right after 7
We're not far from Fire Island.
South Shore, and generally 10 to maybe noon, and then the cycle after that will be around midnight in Nassau County and about 11 o'clock in Suffolk County, and then about 8 o'clock tomorrow night. And tomorrow afternoon is when the winds really start to pick up from Sandy. As it gets closer, and it's still about 500 miles away, as it gets closer tomorrow afternoon, the wind gusts will be going to 30 to 50 mile an hour sustained winds with hurricane force gusts, maybe 75, 80 miles an hour as it comes up here. And then it's going to track in here probably through New Jersey, central New Jersey, and we're going to be on the north side of this with all of that push of water. Time frame, landfall probably late tomorrow afternoon, and then it turns into a tropical-like storm, which is going to keep showers in here for a couple of days. But the major time frame of worry, even though it's already starting to come in terms of a tidal flooding, the major time of worry is from mid-afternoon tomorrow afternoon to probably mid-afternoon on Tuesday, and we'll be watching it very, very closely and keep you updated right here on News 12 Long Island. Drew, Judy?
All right, thanks. Here's a few important phone numbers you may need for later tonight as Sandy makes a landfall near Long Island. Get a pen and pencil. If you have power goes out, you can call LIPA's outage hotline, 1-800-490-0075. They say you can also text LIPA about your outages. Just text out to 695-472. That reads My LIPA on the keyboard. Nassau County has activated its non-emergency hotline. Please call this number if you have non-emergency questions or problems. Don't call 911. 1-888-684-4274 in Suffolk, 852-COPS. Again, those numbers are non-emergency only.
If you live in an evacuation zone, a lot of places you can head to emergency shelters open at Sachem East High School, Hampton Bays High School, Brentwood. The Red Cross says just bring what you need, keep yourself entertained for a while. It's going to be a long haul here. For any addresses, a list of pet-friendly shelters, head to news12.com. Nassau County residents looking for a place can head to shelters at Nassau Community College, Levittown High School, Locust Valley High School, and the SUNY Old Westbury campus. Pet-friendly shelter also open at the Mitchell Field Athletic Complex. Once again, you can find all those addresses at news12.com.
All right, we will be tracking Sandy all night, bringing you the very latest. I'm Drew Scott.
And I'm Judy Martin. Keep it right here at News 12 Long Island.